Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
The body of a U.S. Marine from Minnesota is home tonight. Carlstead native Riley Kuznia was killed in the Marine barracks on Capitol Hill on January 1st.
Authorities are investigating this incident as a death investigation, but not a homicide. Tonight, the body arrived in Fargo and will be making its way north with an escort of firefighters, family, and friends.
Valley News Team's Joshua Pagero is at Hector International Airport, where Kuznia just landed. Joshua?
Mike and Andrew, we were just in the tarmac as his body was being led out by several of the Marines. It was such an emotional and somber moment. We were out there at the cold. They went through a whole precision. His family was out there. Lance Corporal Kuznia's family was out there, as well as several Marines. And again, it was just so somber and emotional. It first started with them walking towards the plane, just waiting for the body, for the casket draped in an American flag. And then from there, they took the body and put it inside of a hearse. Right now, we have several of military guard, those associated with the military, even police officers with the Fargo Police Department, as well as the Cass County Sheriff's Office are going to be escorting the body past city limits. We just saw them. There's a row of cars. It was, again, most of the people here that I've spoken to have told me that, you know, it's just an honor to be able to take his body out. I'm just filled with emotion to see that, to see, you know, like what they went through. The Marines and the way they honored this American who was killed, unfortunately, in an accident, or what's being ruled as a death investigation. We still don't know what exactly happened at this time, but his family was here. And again, it was such a somber moment, Andrew and Mike. It just really was, and we're glad to be a part of it. I'm going to send it back to you live at Hector International Airport. Joshua Pagero, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you, Joshua. A spokeswoman for the Marine Barracks tells us Lance Corporal Kuznia's death remains under investigation.
A Wisconsin teenager who's been missing since October 15th has been found alive. Authorities in Barron County, Wisconsin shared a Facebook page note today that said another sheriff's department in the state, Douglas County near Duluth, found the 13-year-old. Kloss disappeared the same day her parents were found murdered in their home in Barron, Wisconsin. Authorities have a suspect in custody. There are no other details available, but a news conference has been planned for tomorrow morning.
A Fargo man who authorities say led a forgery ring in Minot has been sentenced to 3 years in prison. The Minot Daily News reports that 28-year-old Ridge Christensen pleaded guilty Wednesday to a charge of forgery conspiracy, which is a felony. Authorities say Christensen and several others wrote fraudulent checks on the accounts of 2 Minot businesses. They have been ordered to pay more than $11,000 in restitution.
Little by little, temps are inching forward. Not too bad for January. Hutch, what's happening overnight?
Well, temperatures falling very slowly for most of us this evening. That's another good thing. With a few clouds out there, they're keeping us from getting too cold too quickly, particularly in northern Minnesota, where a few of you could see a passing flake of snow during the overnight hours. I don't expect much in the way of accumulation, however. Temperatures are going to dip down into the single digits to around 10 degrees for most. Wind chills at or just below zero for many to start your Friday off. I'll talk more about our continued warm-up as we head toward the weekend here in just a few moments.
Warm-up in January at any time is good.
That's right.
Thanks.
Moorhead police are warning the public about a high-risk sex offender who is moving into the area. Officials say Leo Morin is roughly 5'9", 230 pounds, with brown eyes, black hair, and a light brown complexion. He has changed his address to the vicinity of 32nd Avenue South and 5th Street South in Moorhead. Police say he has a history of engaging in sexual contact with several known female children, which included sexual touching and penetration.
The search continues tonight for the person you see on your screen who's accused of taking a BNSF truck early this morning from the Amtrak station in Devil's Lake. Now, the vehicle's been recovered, but the person has not been found. If you have any information, call police at the phone number on your screen, 701-662-0700.
Minnesota may soon require drivers to use hands-free cell phones on the road, triple the penalties on people who text and drive, and even treat distracted drivers who cause injury or death the same as drunken drivers. Leaders of the Senate and House Transportation Committees have authored hands-free bills and said today that they are optimistic. They plan to hold hearings this month and hope for floor votes as early as next month.
Tomorrow will mark the 21st day of the partial government shutdown. It will include the first paycheck missed for over 800,000 government workers. Here at home, a Moorhead business owner is offering to help impacted people in the valley who were her previous customers by giving them $200.
And I just knew the hopelessness of not having a job, not knowing where you're going to get your money, and a lot of people live payday to payday.
Grace didn't want to say just how many people and families she'd be helping and challenges other businesses to do the same.
Fargo Public Schools is trying to help families who might be financially impacted by the government shutdown. In a post on the school's website, it is reminding parents that they can submit applications anytime to receive free or reduced price meals. In addition, households that were previously denied benefits can reapply whenever there's a change in household income. A district spokesperson says to use current income data when applying, which would reflect any loss of income. Some North Dakota legislators are proposing a bill that would require schools to offer a Bible course, and that has some people concerned. The lawmakers are proposing that the Bible should be taught in high schools as a required elective course in the social studies curriculum. A representative said the intent of the bill is to offer a class that looks at the historical significance of the Bible. But the superintendent of Central Cass Schools says this bill has some challenges.
I think the Constitution, is clear about the separation of church and state. And I think when you mandate one particular faith, learning about one particular faith over another, you probably cross that line.
Lawmakers are planning to amend the bill on Tuesday, changing the language to make it an ancient Bible studies course and make it a clear general elective.
Dozens showed up to a West Fargo home as a family was handed the keys to their new place. Thanks to the Lake Agassiz Habitat for Humanity, Audrey Dominguez was able to leave her trailer in Moorhead to this newly built home. Part of the program required her to help build the home. She also has to repay the cost of the home through a 0% mortgage.
This June, we'll be building 3 homes in 10 days. That's right, 3 homes from June 19th to the 29th.
Habitat for Humanity is planning to dedicate another home for a family in Fargo on Monday.
Later on